What up, peeps? It's the dude again. So we literally just came from DW, and it was bugged so bad we had to exit basically. So we wound up in here, and I'm gonna do a tanking tutorial for this shit. So if you're watching this and you're not a tank, well, you won't really learn much, I guess.
The siege must fall before the city does. We march to meet them at the atomic front. You, possessing guile, would be better advised to travel behind the battle lines.
Okay, so in this fight there's nothing to impair. All you do, well, he's going to do like Caldera, all the same things like Shadow in the Blood. He does exactly the same shit. So you don't have to impair anything or do anything. You just run out of it. Well, you can try and impair it, but you won't. He's immune to CC. Look, like that. Okay, so the DPS's random people will get. Okay, somebody said, "Oh shit, what is it, B?" Oh, nice. That's how you roll. Now you're rolling in the dosh. Okay. So random people will get the Shadow in the Blood. We're going to burn him before that should happen, so I think there'll only be one Shadow in the Blood. So that's it. Don't have to do anything else, just face tank it. Let's do it. Are we all good? Jump if you're ready. Yep. Okay, good stuff. Let's go. So now we just kick his ass. So I'll probably get the first Shadow in the Blood. Just because he likes my ass. He may do Caldera after this. Wait for Caldera any second. Yep. There it is. And that should be the last thing he does because we're going to whip his ass. But basically, if you had a low DPS group, he would just continue doing that. Easy as that.
I believe those foundations, old growth.
Don't have to attack these, you can just run past. Okay, so something nice that I like to do is I like to cleanse my group. So this little one over here, purification drone, I like to run that. So when he does fall back and we like all basically get knocked out, that will cleanse us so we can keep DPSing him. Basically like cleanup, I guess, but not cleanup, more like win-win. Yeah, because cleanup you would die on the shield. That's it, makes sense. Okay, we good? Nothing to impair, nothing to worry about. This is basically elite tactics, so we can run after him. He doesn't have the green glow, none of that shit. It's very easy. Difficulty 1 to 4, elite 1 to 4. It's the same tactics. Okay, are we good? Let's do it. Going. We'll just shoot this bastard. So the lens, I don't think that damages him. So I've done my cleanse. Can keep shooting him. Yeah. So we basically just run after him. It doesn't matter if you don't have the gadget, you don't have to cleanse it. It's just a nice thing to do. Done the cleanse again. Can run after him. Should die this time. Nice move. Okay. So the tactics we're using here is just the same. So he's going to get that fire shit on him, and you're going to see once his fire gets to like 60, it'll go up really fast. So there's like carburizing flames and all the shit that he normally does. You don't have to impair any of it. None of it works. So we basically just face tank it. Nothing technical.
Release this molten-skinned Forge Master.
Your job is basically just to take damage so nobody else does. So there's the stacks of heat you can see building up on my mods over there. Once that reaches about 60, I'll go for it. Can position him so long. Doesn't hurt to get him in front here so long. So when the time comes, we can just plonk him in there. So 80, 90, perfect. Can't impair any of that stuff, so we'll just run him along. Kicked his ass, look at that. All sprints on. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't stop till we're in the well. Don't do a /camp. We just learned that the hard way. So if you die and you do a /camp, it'll literally kick you out of the group and put you back where you were after. So if you have a bug, or if one of your friends has a bug, you basically have to exit the dungeon and come back in. There's no way around it. That dude's still there. So this fight's a little bit different.
I want to pet you far.
If you come and stand in this corner here, yeah, he may miss you. There we are. Now what you're going to want to do is run to the opposite corner, so this corner. Yeah, and that dog may miss you as he comes past. Oh man, so close.
It freaks me out because the walls don't show up until you're on them now.
Yeah.
And Sprint 6 is the devil.
Okay, so I'll explain the tactics. What's going to happen is, as the tank, these dudes over here won't, they'll keep walking their set path. They won't turn around, they won't do any of that shit. You're going to see. So we're going to go and pick the boss up. Then when the boss puts the shield up, if you remember from the secret world, puts the shield up. Okay, let's go. You're going to see. I'll show you. It'll make sense. So basically we just shoot the boss. You're going to want to position this boss perfectly. So we're basically going to walk and kill. So we're going to bring you down here. Like that. Now that she's going to sound an alarm. The dogs run. But the path that they were running, if that makes sense. And when the boss dies, the dogs die. So what would happen was we would basically just cart this boss, if you're in a low DPS group, cart the boss all the way around in the usual path that you would have run, and you just stay behind the dogs at all times. Make sure you're always behind them, never in front of them. And then you're good. Again, nothing to impair, none of that shit. Just face tank. So for this fight, there is something to impair, and it's on Cassius. So if you remember from the Secret World, you had to do RCB. So that Iscariot dude, then Cassius, then Brutus. What we're going to do now is we kill Cassius first. And the reason why is because Cassius heals the other two. So you'll be in here for 20 minutes attacking frickin' Iscariot, and every sort of 20 seconds they heal up again to like full health. So you need to kill Cassius first this time. And make sure your DPS know that, so you need to tell them. So if they've been running with like pug groups and stuff, they may think they know better, but they don't. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Everybody good? So people are still going to get set on fire. Things are still going to happen. You don't have to impair, drink deep. You don't have to do any of that shit. All you do is you save your one impair, which is kneecapper. You save that for Cassius. And I'll say impair, and then you'll see on the screen the text. I can't remember the name of the thing to impair, but you'll see it. It'll pop up on screen. Okay, going. Again, AoE builder, high aggro. Otherwise, you're not going to have aggro on these fuckers. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to keep Cassius selected. That. So I impaired that motherfucker. I'll type the name of that ability down in the text below, so you guys can see. That. Just step out of that.
Again.
Okay, now body hammer, everybody still needs to stack. Yep, body hammer. So somebody didn't stack, so that means I died. But basically, it's the same as TSW in that sense.
Go. We shall meet at the summit, I trust.
How very human. Unable to resist an invitation to your
Cool,
own
and we've got a blue
portals.
crate, look at that.
Your race doomed itself. I'm simply ushering you over the cusp of insignificance. We bred Hell's army to serve.
Iblis,
Serve me.
you
for
don't
shame.
belong here.
Look
Okay,
who's
so
talking.
the tactics for this, I did change it because the bombs don't follow you. What I was saying that we had to do was we would just stay here, and when he put the red bombs down for the fire, we would just move to here. But the thing is, when all the shit's going on, the DPSs don't see the fire like the tanks do. Because the tank's facing the dude and sort of looking for that shit, the DPSs are basically attacking the boss and running around doing random shit. So they don't see the fire, and sometimes the fire can be invisible. So just because we can see it doesn't mean the DPSs can. In that sense, I go back to Secret World 2.0 tanking. So if you guys can come and stand here, we'll start the fight over here, and I'll show you guys the 2.0 method. So what's going to happen is we're going to run, pick the boss up, bring him around this pillar. Actually, we don't even need to bring him around, but for the sake of 2.0 we're going to do it. So we'll bring him around the pillar, and the fight will start here. So we'll still get that shadow in the blood, kind of like blue and red AoE. There's no way to avoid it. Before, you could stand with your feet against the edge here or a wall or whatever and just avoid that shit, but not in this game. You can't. So I'll show you. So we'll pick him up. We'll wait for him. Now we shoot the shit out of him. Then he's going to do the bombs. See, I got the AoE on me. Nothing you can do about that. And then we just run to the side. Just like we did in Secret World. And at least if you do this, nobody dies from fire. And if you attack him in the middle of the room and he sucks you in, and there's fire there, everybody will die in fire. So that's why we do this method. Got to think ahead. So Pain Wheel Overdrive. If you cast that, you must impair it. Otherwise it's a group wipe. In the first phase we should RTPS it. Yep. But in the second phase there will be one, guaranteed. So I should get Shadow in the blood on me again. Look at him trying to take my health down. Okay, so he'll suck us in the middle again. Okay, so get ready for Pain Wheel Overdrive. Make sure you have resources and an impair ready for it. There it is. Good work. That's it. Easy as that. Nothing else to it. Have a good day.